how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
Okay, well, it stopped, so I don't know if anybody has seen this. This is why I don't like StreamYards. I don't like it. And I just know where I go to turn that off. That would be great. No idea. On somewhere, right? So how do I turn that off is I have no idea. So I guess we'll just have to bear with that at the beginning of the video. I did put like a little square box. I thought my chat would pop up. Let me see if it works. Yay! It does work. It just, okay. And if they can tolerate listening to that music, I'm not sure why it does that. It does that every time. Put that off, that would be my video. Not sure why it does that. We're gonna turn me down for a minute. I'm gonna wait for some people to try to come in here. There we go. Yay, we got a little bit of light in here. So a lot of my friends on here on YouTube don't really know today's topic. I don't think a lot of these cities and states know about these three girls and what they've been through, and it kind of goes into the topic of being, you know, SA, domestic violence. So this all correlates and all relates to at least that certain topic that we talk about. And yesterday we had found Cleveland has a lot of missing children from the range to 17. We're just gonna say, I don't know if you guys know what that means. I'm hoping that's my. So just so if you guys hear HT, you know what I'm talking about. HT, just so we don't get too many flagged or get, you know, stroking, and we don't need any of that. Okay, I'm new to this. I don't know how to get that music to turn off. If I go to StreamYards, I was playing with StreamYards last night, trying to figure out like a layout to use, but then I thought, okay, well shit, I did it all from my tablet, which means my tablet really doesn't have like a, like a good camera. I mean, it does its justice. It makes me look horrible, but I get the worst hiccups. So, a lot of people don't know about this case we're going to be talking about. I'm not going to try to keep you here too long, but keep you here for an informative time. This is a very, very, very old case, but I just didn't feel like a lot of people don't know a lot about this case. So me bringing light to it comes out to be, we need a positive. And we've been doing so much with, DV. And this case turns out to be a wonderful, positive outcome. Yeah, it sucks what they went through. Those girls went through hell and back. But they are all, successful now. They're with their families, getting that family time. I think even some have been like advocates for what, so some of them took it and made a great job in being an advocate for others who've been in that, just to help others by telling her story. Because, when you go through something like that, you don't always want to tell your story. Just like most men don't want to come forward when they're DV'd or SA'd or, they don't want to talk about it. There's a lot of people out here in this world that are they're just scared. They're afraid of being ridiculed. They're afraid of being, ashamed, and it's not their fault, what they've been through. And a lot of them can't get past that, which is sad, and they struggle with that, and it's a real life struggle. When you struggle from PTSD, anxiety, emotional stuff, like I said, I suffer with, I could be sitting here right now and my brain will think of something happened way back when. Or sometimes when I dabble into this stuff, it can really mess with me and bring out flashbacks. We do have Trigger pen here, Trigger pen. So welcome to the Truth Seeker. I love owls, so if we ever do get to have merch and stuff, it's going to be like owls with my name on it or something, because I'm a big fan of owls. And owls are very wise creatures, and they come out at night. And I'm a night owl. Used to be a really hardcore night owl. Now I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. If not, I'm nodding out because I'm tired. And I do have medical reasons now to why I'm so tired. So at least I know and how to kind of make that fix it and bring it into a positive light. Yes, now I'm on the right meds. I'm starting to eat more. I eat a lot of red meat to begin with. Which my mom said, you eat a lot of red meat, so I don't know why you have low iron. I said, it's beyond me, mother. Well, you tell me why I have low iron, but I love me some steak. Ooh. But it's got to be cooked right. It's got to be medium rare. I like it a little bit of blood, but not too much blood. Because the blood has all the juices. It's not really like blood, it's more of the juices coming out of the steak. That's what I love. I love it medium rare. My fiance, my hubby, he loves his well done. No blood at all. So when I cook, I usually have to put, if I make a steak, I have to usually put his steak in first. And go from there, because he does not like any blood in his steak whatsoever. I am just trying to make myself presentable real quick. I don't see anybody coming in yet, so I was just trying to give a little bit of, I don't want to use this pencil. It's not the greatest. So we're going to use this guy. Just because it's faster. And, Okay. We are officially ready. I just wanted to at least have my brows on. At least look a little bit presentable. You know, just a tad bit presentable for you folks. Okay, so where was I going? I know I was going towards the case. Oh, yes. StreamYards, really quick. If I go to StreamYards, see, I kind of liked how I had this set up, but the web camera thing is just... Okay, so let's see. Maybe it's in my YouTube? Could that be? I could have swore it only happens in StreamYard. Chat box, YouTube, the camera. Okay, but why in the world do I have music playing? I don't understand that. Nobody likes me today. Nobody's here. Which is okay. I understand. People can't always... There's probably somebody else better going on. Maybe I have to go to... Okay, so maybe I have to go to... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is... I have music playing. But I can't figure out if it's from StreamYard or if I did something on YouTube to turn on that particular song. I don't know. So we're going to go to this music button in my analytics here. My YouTube studio. And this is, I'm in my audio library. And I'm not seeing that song though. So I'm not sure. Gosh dang it. And of course that was on live. Probably y'all probably just seen that. It's okay. It's okay. I can fix that. don't understand, y'all. How I got that on there. Because I'm in my audio and it doesn't say I have it to play. And that's not the song. Gosh darn it, I clicked the wrong damn button. Nobody's here yet, so I guess we're just gonna start, and if y'all show up, and if any of y'all know how I might be able to turn that music off, please let me know. If not, I will have to do some work and see how to get that off of there, because that's weird that it's doing that, and I don't have that's copyright. That's subtitles. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I was just going back and reading some comments, you guys, and if you guys don't know who Maria G is, Maria G has took me under her wings, and I don't even think she has a YouTube channel, but maybe she's just inspired me. So has Rebecca from Tattoo Rebel, his wife, and him. He has inspired me too. But mostly Rebecca and Maria G have been my two girls that I can go to. They've messaged me numerous times. Maria G has been there thick and thin so far. She's been guiding me, helping me. She helped me get my Amazon wish list up and running, because we was having issues with not being able for people to ship to me. It just kept saying I didn't have it open for international shipping. She helped me do that, so she's just been a phenomenal friend to have, and I'm so glad that I have found somebody who supports me and has got faith in me. Really means a lot to me. So as you come in, just kind of when you first get past the music, enjoy. I'm not sure how I got to shut off. I clicked a button, so I'm scared to even try to play in StreamYard right now while we're live. Maybe unless we don't, the music wasn't on forever, thank God. I figured out, how to get it off, So, okay, that's cool. Looking for one person in particular. He hasn't commented. I'm looking for somebody important here. Yeah, I have no idea how to get the music off, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so these, none of them have it in there. Okay, so let's look at oh well, I can't find it. I was hoping to find Joey on here. I wanted to make him a mod, but I can't seem to find him. Alright. Anywho, we're going to go back to this. We're going to get started. Okay, so a lot of my followers and my friends, my homies, don't really know about... I mean, they might know because it's an old one and it happened so long ago. But a lot of people don't know about or know who Ariel Castro is. Ariel Castro was a very evil person, very sick-headed, very just, you do not want to know that type of person, okay? Right? Ariel Castro had a daughter to himself, a little girl. And we're going to play a video, but I just want to go over some of my notes that I have with you guys, okay? Before I, get into, so you guys can see the video. One of them that I found that I can show you, that I really want you guys to see back then. Now this happened, there's three girls, there's three girls. Now mind you, this guy is a sicko. Ariel Castro is a monster, and we're going to call him Monster. The victim, one of the victims had a daughter who was 6 years old. And the three victims' names are Amanda Berry, Gina DeSuze, and Michelle Knight. So I want you to keep those three victims in your hand, especially the 6-year-old as well. I don't think we know a name to her either. Which I'm glad they really didn't, because, she's 6 years old, so she's young. Let's go. Let me go to that article I have here pulled up. Just so you guys can get a feel for what I'm talking about. And also, I'm pretty sure I saved it. We'll have to go to YouTube to watch the video that I have planned out. Let me see. Let's see. So this happened between 2002 and 2004. The monster had kidnapped three girls, Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina DeSuze, from the streets of Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Ohio later had held them captive in this home of 2207 Seymour Avenue in the city of Tremont's neighborhood. All three girls were imprisoned in Castro's home until 2013 when Barry successfully... Hi, okay, you want some attention? Sorry, guys. Hi. Come here. You came up here. What? What? What do you want? You want some attention? Huh? You can't have my catnip. That's my catnip. Yeah? Okay. Really? I'm alive right now, Meter. Midnight. Mommy loves you. You're gonna give me kisses, huh? Are you done? I love you too, handsome man. I love you too, handsome man. Where's your dad at? You're just gonna sit right... Oh, Lord help me. You know your butt is gonna get on live air? Yeah, your little butt is gonna be on live air. Daddy put that medicine on you, huh? You've been outside rolling around in the dirt like a boy. You don't see Miss Smokey out there doing that. Yeah. I'm gonna have poison all over me now. Well, you didn't put it on top of your head, but... You're interrupting my audience. Yeah. You're interrupting my audience. I love you. Are you gonna get down now? Are you done? Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Truth Seeker. Please like and subscribe. Mitty wants to get more cat food. I'm just kidding. He's our mascot for the show here, other than our bearded dragon, who is downstairs, and I can't bring her up here when it's smoky. So as we were saying, Ariel Castro is a very sick monster. And this happened back in... Wrong password. Shut the front door. Okay, so Ariel Castro, when Barry successfully escaped, her 6-year-old daughter, to whom she had given birth while imprisoned, contacted the police and rescued Knight and Juice. I don't want to butcher her name. Gina, and arrested Castro. Now, mind you, this happened in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's see here. We already said his name. Now, Castro was charged with 4 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts of the R. He also pled... You want out, baby? Go on. He also pled... He pled guilty to 937 criminal counts of R, kidnapping, and aggravated M as part of his plea bargain. He was sentenced life imprisonment plus 1,000 years in prison without the possibility of parole. What's really sad is, you know, I don't know if you guys know what he did afterwards, but basically he only really did maybe a month in a prison. He then took the coward way out. So he did this to these girls. But I'm pretty sure the monster had a little girl that played with these girls at the time. Okay? I was just trying to read into. I'm trying to find that part. Right now I'm on the Wikipedia. Ariel Castro. And then I'm gonna show you guys the video here in just a momentarily. Hang tight. So basically, I want to say he had a little girl too. Maybe he didn't. I just know I could have swore it said something about his daughter played with the 3 girls that he had kidnapped. He had a girlfriend. Castro was also arrested for domestic violence, but was not indicted by the grand jury. It says here, according to Farrago's sister, Eladia Carbarello, she said that all hell started breaking loose when the couple had moved into their new home. Carbarello had claimed that Castro beat Fargo, breaking her nose, ribs, arms, causing blood clots to her brain that resulted into imperceptible trauma or imperceptible tumor. He also had thrown her down a flight of stairs, cracking her skull. In 1993, Castro was arrested for domestic violence but was not indicted. Secured custody of their 4 children. So he had 4 children, Castro, but they did not press charges. Cuyahoga County filed charges in 2005 for domestic relations. So the court picked it up, okay? Which did something good. They picked it up. The state picked it up, which is good, because he abused. God, he did hurtful things to that lady. Is he really alive? What? Hold on, guys. I have to renew. So Castro, he had 4 children. He had 4 girls. Let me pull back that article up here. So he had 4 girls. When Cuyahoga picked it up, a court accusing Castro inflicted multiple severe injuries on her, frequently abducting their daughters. The court granted temporary restraining order. Fargo died in 2012 due to complications from her brain tumor. Friends and relatives have gathered on the Decision Avenue on April 2012 for a memorial service in her honor. Castro worked as a bus driver in the Metropolitan District. That's kind of scary that he worked as a bus driver with these kids. And he had 4 kids himself, you know. But on November 2012, for bad judgment, including making an illegal U-turn with children on a bus, using his bus to go grocery shopping, leaving children in the bus while he went for lunch, and leaving the bus unattended while he took a nap at home, he was earning $18.91 per hour. Oh my God. So foreclosure after 3 years on unpaid real estate taxes. So you guys, this is the home. Michelle Knight disappeared on August 23rd of 2002 after leaving her cousin's house. She was 21 years old at the time. One day of her disappearance, she was scheduled to appear in court for a child custody case involving her son Joey, who was in custody of the state. Following Knight's rescue, police acknowledged that the limited resources had been spent investigating disappearance as a runaway. So they had her as a runaway. Authorities believed she had run away. Voluntary due to the anger of losing custody of her son, according to Cleveland Deputy Police. Some citizens suspected or subsequently removal National Crime Database 15 months after she disappeared, which made her largely unknown prior to the rescue. Wow. The Cleveland Division Police, CPD, on the Federal Bureau of Investigation maintained that her inclusion of the exclusion had no bearing on her rescue. So that was Michelle Knight. Amanda Berry was disappeared on April 21st, 2003. The day before her 17th birthday, she was last heard from 8 p.m. when she called her sister to tell her she was getting a ride home from her job at Burger King at 110th Street in Lorraine Avenue. Now, Lorraine Ave, I used to live in Lorraine when I was with my abuser. I used to live in Lorraine, so I know that area familiar. I'm very familiar with Lorraine. I still remember the house that we stayed in. I probably could drive there. And possibly, I know I lived on East 37th Street in Lorraine. So, okay, so then Fox and Most Americans Wanted. Okay, so Amanda Berry had left and never had came, home. She was leaving Burger King. The FBI intentionally considered her as a runaway. So, I don't understand, back then, yeah, they might have had reasons to run away, but they made it automatically as they were all runaways. These 2 girls, especially, that we just went through. We haven't went through the other one yet. But they weren't runaways. They were taken. And these cops just initially went for, they were, they weren't abducted, they were runaways. No. They were disappeared. My thing is, yeah, they might have had reasons. Hi! I didn't know you were live. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. I'm going over a case that I don't know if most people know about. This is in Cleveland, Ohio. The 3 girls that were missing for a decade, and how these, and I'm just now reading, the police instantly went through, they were runaways, and a lot of these missing kids aren't runaways, and they're being HT'd. What now, buddy? Come on. Hurry up. Watch your tail. Come on. Goodness sakes, kid. My cat. So these girls weren't runaways, but they were instantly assumed that they were runaways, which is just crappy. The FBI, so Amanda had went missing. Come on. You couldn't just get enough loving. You had to just make yourself on air again. You know your butt is on live TV. Oh my God. Midnight. Look, he got into a fight. Look at his tail now. It's bent. Quit fighting them East Siders. I've been telling you this. Midnight, baby. You can't be right in the spotlight, dude. Okay. Well, I gotta be reading this. So, you gotta read with me? Alright. So Amanda Berry and Michelle Knight and so forth are the two girls. Now, which linked her to, okay, so Fox America's Most Wanted re-aired in 2005 and 2006, which linked her to Gina DeSuze, who was by that point had gone missing in Cleveland. Barry and Gina were profiled on the Oprah Opera. Damn it, Midnight. I can't say that word. Oprah Winfrey. I can't see y'all's comments. Sorry. Aw, I know. He has to be in the spotlight, don't you, Midnight? He did this earlier to me. Okay, can you go, though? Over there? Thank you. I love you. Thanks for taking my paperwork. You can sit there. Here, I'll move my coffee. You big lard. Alright. Now. Where you going? He's itching to get something over here in the corner. I have my breathing thing over there. So she was, so those two girls got a lot of split. Like, they got a lot of attention. And the other girl didn't, which made her really, really unknown. Which is sad because, you know, she needed attention too. And here you got these other two girls getting all of this attention. They are on Oprah Winfrey. They're on the Montel Williams show, Sylvia Brown, this proclaimed psychic. I don't know if you guys remember who Sylvia Brown is. So that was sad. Before dying from heart failure early, I'm trying to see where. So Barry gave birth to a daughter. DNA evidence has confirmed that sicko was the father of that child. Gina went missing on April 2nd, 2004. Her age was 14 at the time. She was last seen at a payphone around 3 p.m. Now, back then in that area, payphones back then in that area were very, very common. We didn't have cell phones. I think back then they had pagers and payphones. You know, the pagers where you got a text and you got a number that said, you know, call. Like, it was a pager. Like, you got a beep and sound device that you'd have connected to you. And then when somebody needed to get a hold of you urgently, they would, thank you, I wanted to do something summary and treat myself. So I got, my nieces helped me pick these ones out. But I normally never do like an orange, like a coral color. More bright, like like fun colors, and so like for me to do, I normally don't like really do blues. I normally do lots of pinks and purples, the cat eye. I do those a lot. So Castro has had a daughter, but Gina, which her name is Georgina. So she went missing April 2nd. While on the payphone from middle school, West 105 Street of Lorraine Ave, at the time, she was friends with, I told you all, I knew this was coming. She was friends with Castro's daughter, Arlena. Shortly before Gina disappeared, she and Arlena had called Arlena's mother, Grimadel Fargo, for permission to have a sleepover at DeJuice's, I can't say her name, Gina's house, but Fargo replied that she could not have two girls parted ways. Arlena was the last person to see Gina before she disappearance. Now just think if she could have got to go to that sleepover, guys. You down now? Alright. You almost knocked my chocolate off, dude. What's wrong with you, Mitter? So I knew it. I remember seeing that in lots of articles saying that his daughter played with Gina. And that day they ran into each other and she wanted to have a sleepover. But her mom said no, so the two girls parted ways. And that's how that happened. Now remember, Castro only did, my exact notes here. We went over his charges. Okay, so he was sentenced to all of his prison time. He took the plea bargain. He was 1 month into his jail time. And he decided that he was going to how am I going to put this abbreviation? This is what I got to work on, code words. Because like the Pascal show, he does so good, but he has to use so many code words because, YouTube is cracking down on certain words. And so this is, he took sheets. Hi, Maria G. So, I'm so sorry I had to do baths. You're a good girl. I'm glad you showed up, though. Thank you. Much love to you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. So a lot of people don't know this, and it's just sad. But he was 1 month into his jail time, and he took sheets, and he used those sheets to self-harm himself. Which is sad because it's like, these poor girls, didn't get to watch him suffer in prison. I'm sure they would want him to be suffering in prison and not taking the easy road out. So this is on Wikipedia. I do want to show you guys that video. I do have a video planned out to show you about it. TV series. Okay, I want to talk about just a little. Talked about the three when they went missing. Captivity. So upon being kidnapped. Oh, it's orange. Yuck. That one's not good. Okay, so while they were at captivity, Castro took Michelle Knight up to the upper floor of his house. Trigger warning, guys. This is gonna get... Ooh, God. This is gonna get crazy. Trigger warning, please. If you guys need to exit now, I would suggest doing it now before I read any further. Due to the graphics of what I'm about to read, being a domestic violence victim, being an SA victim, this is going to be very hard for you to endure. If you need to reach out, you're more than welcome to. So please be prepared. He tied her up, tied her hands and feet together, pulled her up using her hands and feet and neck. He left her there for 3 days without food. Prosecutors say that Castro's sentencing wrote that diaries kept by his victims speak forced sexual conduct, being locked in a dark room anticipating the next session of abuse, dreams of someday escaping and being reunited with family, and being chained to a wall and being held like a prisoner of war, being treated like animals, continuously abused and desiring freedom. These women were kept in lockdown bedrooms. They were forced to use plastic toilets that were emptied infrequently. They were fed 1 meal a day, being allowed to take a shower twice a week at the most. Knight told police that Castro had infringed on the last 5 times he introduced miscarriages. Knight had told police. So sad that she had 5 miscarriages. And Amanda Berry has a daughter by that sick monster, and she kept her baby. She didn't, so that's gotta be hard not to have that child as being a reminder of the things that she went through, And even with Michelle Knight having 5 miscarriages, by each time through beating and hitting her with dumbbells, punching her, slamming her against the walls. He also starved her. Knight's grandmother told reporters would require facial. Oh my God, this poor woman, you guys. She would require facial reconstruction surgery due to the beatings that she had endured and the loss of hearing in 1 year. Now I'm going to say, I do have my hearing go in and out sometimes, and I always have to be like, when I'm at the gas station and I'm working there, and I'm trying to help the girls out, and when somebody comes in and says, I want you to pack a Newport Month on 100s, I'm like, what? Can you repeat that again? Or when they get gas, I always have to make sure I say it too, so it comprehends up here, and I hear it right, because my hearing goes out quite often too, a lot. I've had severe trauma to my ears, especially being a little kid. I've had to have ear tubes put in. So I'm not going to keep you guys much longer because I do want to go run a few errands. I need to get some dish soap. I need toilet paper for the house. I need TP, Dawn dish soap. I don't buy any other dish soap unless it's Dawn dish soap. And my mom's birthday is coming up, and I want to, I have a gourmet in my left ear. Hi, Hippie Grandma. Hi, Maria. Hi, Miss Dimple. I'm so glad you girls are here. Okay, so I do want to show you guys the positive outcome of this, because this is gloomy. And Tattoo Angels always is about finding a positive out of any circumstance that you're going through. And I just love going and being able to, think of a positive. I got out of that bad relationship. These girls got out of that relationship. They were freed. They're not being abused anymore. The one girl speaks out and has done a lot of things. But it's just sad that this one girl took it the most I'm guessing took the most beatings. I'm thinking that sicko had his favorites, and that sicko definitely went less on those two girls, and went really hard on this girl. And it's so sad. So Gina, I think this is, I make sure, let me see here. Yep, so it was Knight. So Miss Knight had took the worst. I think she was not his favorite. And the other girls were getting, they suffered a lot. But she had to have facial reconstruction. The beatings that she endured, she had lost her hearing. At one point in time, Knight had a pet dog while in captivity. But Castro unalived it by, oh my God, snapping its, ooh, where'd it go? He killed her dog by snapping its poor little, oh my God. And to think this guy got the easy way out. Yay, I'm back at 74, thank you. I don't know if YouTube is playing with me. Because 1 minute I'm at 73, and the next minute I go back up to 74, and I'm like, okay, somebody is intentionally messing with me. Who's taking their subs back? Is what Delphin says. Who's taking their like back? Don't take your your friend button back. Okay, so I do want to show you guys, on May 6th, was finally, okay, so on May 6th, 2013, so they were captive for over, I think 10 years, kidnapped. According to police, Castro had left the house that day, but Barry realized that he had failed to lock the big inside door. Although the exterior storm door was bolted, she did not attempt to break through the outer door because she thought Castro was testing her. According to the police report, previously Castro had tested the women by leaving the house potentially unlocked and exits unsecured. And if they attempted to escape, he would beat them instead of Barry. She screamed for help when she saw a neighbor through the screen. Oh my God. The neighbor, Angel Cardell, responded to the screaming, but was unable to communicate with Barry because she spoke little English. The neighborhood Charles Ramsey joined Cardell at the house at the front door during the rescue. They kicked a hole through the bottom of the storm door, and Barry crawled out carrying her daughter. Ramsey said Barry told him that she and her child were being kept inside this house against her will. Upon freedom, she went to the house of another Spanish-speaking neighbor, and Ramsey assisted in a 911 call saying, "Help me, I've been kidnapped. I've been missing for over 10 years, and I'm here. I'm free now." Oh my gosh, Now remember, two of the girls didn't get all that exposure. The other girl did not get any special treatment. I mean, two of the girls were automatically assumed initially as runaways. So back then, the police departments, the Cleveland Police Department and the FBI really didn't. Yeah, there might have been substantial reasons to think that, but don't you think you would have done a little bit more investigating? A little bit more, retrace their steps. Go back to where, find out more than just automatically assuming that these girls were. Our mama always used to say that, okay? Dawn dish soap. If it ain't Dawn dish soap, it ain't worth a shit. Okay, so Dawn dish soap is the best. Not sponsored, but I would be. My mom always said if it's Dawn, if it ain't Dawn dish soap, it ain't good. Try to drink more water. Okay, so 911 call. I still gotta figure out, did you, Dumplin' or any of my fellow out there YouTubers, if you know how to get the music to stop playing through StreamYard, if I have it through StreamYard or if it's through YouTube, I looked. Somehow when I go live from this video, I have music playing. I can't figure out how to get it off. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's playing a happy song. I don't know which one. I forget. But let me show you guys the video. Give me 1 second. Now that I do want to show you that video. So let me go to library. Is it in my history? I know I saved. Okay, so this is the dramatic video rescue of these girls. Now, this is a very positive. Like I said, that one girl, she didn't care. She was going to get free and raise her daughter and
Cleveland, where those 3 young women are marking this holiday free for the first time in a decade. And tonight here, 2 major headlines in this case. First, dramatic new video unearthed from the moment police arrived after getting that 911 call that day. There they are at the front door, rushing to the scene. Across the street, you can actually see Amanda Berry holding her 6-year-old daughter just minutes after making that brave call. And tonight we're hearing from Ariel Castro's 2 brothers who were arrested and then freed. So many asking, what did they know?
Exactly.
ABC's Alex Perez in Cleveland again tonight.
Our first glimpse at those tense moments when Cleveland police pried open the front door of Ariel Castro's home, freeing Gina De Jesus and Michelle Knight. The rescue caught on cell phone video by Ashley Colon and Jasmina Baldrick when they noticed a commotion and pulled over.
Police, detectives, ambulance came out of nowhere.
It all unfolds just moments after Amanda Berry and her 6-year-old daughter escaped and ran across the street.
When I turn my camera, you can see a little bit of Amanda, I think. There she goes.
That's her, holding the baby, right? Today, we learned the women are spending their first Mother's Day in 10 years with their loved ones and filled with gratitude.
For the generous assistance
gratitude.
and loving
It's what we
support
need
of their
more in this
family,
world.
friends, and the community.
Through their attorney, we are also hearing directly from the women
Thank you,
themselves.
Maria G. Yeah, because I don't know how to
Statement
turn it
says,
off. I don't
just
know how I
want
got it
time
on.
out to be with my family. Knight writes, I am healthy, happy, and safe. Barry saying, I am Chevy Monte Carlo.
It's the first thing she asked. Have you still got my car?
Others who were initially arrested with him but later released. In an interview with CNN, O'Neill and Pedro Castro say they had no idea what was
How do
happening.
you not
in their
know?
brother's
How
home.
do you not know?
Never think of doing anything like that. If I knew, I would have reported it, brother or no brother.
And in that interview, the Castro brothers say they worry people will always think they played some sort of role in all of this.
What do you guys think? I mean, the whole article and web thing is it is on Wikipedia. So if you guys do want to go back and look at some more of the stuff, I just wanted to bring awareness to that. I know it's an old one. I know it's 10 years old, maybe longer than that. But what happened to them girls just shows, wow, held captive, yeah, for 10 years, these poor girls. They all went missing when they were young. Let me go back. Michelle Knight. Now, she was the oldest. She was 21 at the time. Amanda Berry, she was 17. And Gina was 14 years old. Now, Gina also played with one of Castro's daughters. Okay, one of Castro's daughters played with one of the girls. I remember this case. You must not. How do you must not know? For 10 years, you didn't know your brother had these girls captive, beating them? No. Let me show you guys the abandoned, it's abandoned now.
Video shows police rescuing a woman who was kidnapped.
There is a movie by them. I thought you'd be able to see. There was a picture. Just add really quick. I just don't understand how could the brothers not know? I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, for 10 years.
In a Cleveland courtroom, a tiny woman, a survivor, summoning the towering strength to stare down the man who had abused her for 11 years. And when she finished in a bizarre turn, the kidnapper blamed his victims and then insisted he was not a monster, he was somehow misunderstood. ABC's Alex Perez takes us through the stunning showdown.
Michelle Knight stood tall, hugged those faces.
I knew nobody cared about me. He told me that my family didn't care.
Knight was 21 years old when Castro lured her in with promises of a puppy for her son. Amanda Berry, 16 when she was abducted. Today, she's 27. Gina De Jesus, just 14 when the ordeal began, now 23.
Gina was my teammate. She never let me fall. I never let her fall. She nursed me back when I was done.
The tower of strength. As she spoke, Ariel Castro's eyes never left her, but this is the moment he registered emotion.
I spent 11 years in hell. Now your hell is just beginning. I will overcome all this that happened. But you will face hell for eternity.
Today, a new glimpse into what those women endured, the rusty chains Castro used to restrain them, often for weeks at a time with little food. We learned they all kept diaries.
Misunderstood, I know, Maria. This makes me so mad. Infuriates me.
Rambling 16-minute statement, Castro implied he was the real victim, insisting that he never abused any of the women. Castro became emotional talking about his daughter with Amanda Berry, but the judge was unmoved. Castro will never be allowed to see Jocelyn again. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 1,000 years. Now his victims are moving forward. Gina's cousin telling the court of everyday milestones.
She laughs, she swims, she dances, and more importantly, she loves and she's loved.
For Michelle Knight, standing up there today, a giant step.
Aww.
After 11 years, I'm finally being
shed tears inside that courtroom. Her strength never wavered. She says all of the support she has gotten since she was freed has taught her there is still more good than evil. Diane?
It was a stunning day, and thank you, Alex. And the judge, as you know, said that Michelle Knight showed remarkable restraint when she listened to Ariel Castro's long ramble about his own unhappiness.
It was crazy.
He's not violent, not a monster. Judge made short order of that. But surely Mr. Castro is right about one thing. He is a sick man.
Is Ariel Castro a sick man or just an evil one?
Well, I think he himself is confused about that, and I think society is as well. He has some sort of a sexual disorder. He certainly describes the fact that he feels driven by a force he doesn't fully understand.
But if he's so sick, how did he go undetected all those years?
I think what all of us are concerned about is he's a very good liar.
But being mentally ill does not mean he is not legally responsible. Legal insanity is a very high bar, used in only 1% of cases, and experts say not applicable here. A relative of Gina DeJesus also spoke today.
To Ariel Castro, que Dios
God have mercy on your soul. Cynthia McFadden.
He don't get no mercy.
With thanks to Cynthia, I want to bring in ABC's chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. So Danny pled guilty.
I love Dan Abrams. He is so good. I love. He does PD live. Love PD live. Love.
Later on, the judge might have been able to step in a little earlier, but the bottom line is, this guy has a very distorted view of the world. Everything he said seemed to be intended to engender sympathy from the court and the people watching, and yet everything he said seemed to backfire. Everything seemed to make it worse for him.
And when he goes to prison now for life, is he a target of other prisoners?
Oh, absolutely. First thing that's going to happen is going to be, but no question, he's going to have to be held in solitary confinement, not as a punishment, but to protect him from other prisoners.
And this is the rest of his life, for sure. All right, Dan Abrams, again, I think.
Again, you guys, he took the easy way out, and
I'm so happy that you're here. This is
hung himself, basically. So now I didn't know if a lot of my followers or my friends know, my, friends on YouTube here, my homies. I didn't think anybody knew about this, and I know we've been dabbling in the missing kids. So we are going to keep on that topic tomorrow. I will come live. Tomorrow I will be live sometime in the morning. I kind of wanted to test out this evening thing, but I really need to go do my errands. I think I'm down to like 2 rows of TP. But I knew that a lot of people didn't know that this happened, and this happened in Ohio. Like I said, that guy was a sick freaker. Like I said, I thought I had a picture of it abandoned, where it's just the land now. It's just land now that sits there. They took the house down. This is a house for a while. It sat for a while like that. And that has to be a big, huge reminder to those girls. And so I can see why it was torn down. But there's not really anything. Now, I drove by there once. And it's just land. There was no memorial stuff put out on the land. It was just, it didn't look pretty. That neighborhood looked pretty bad last time I drove through that neighborhood, and that was when my stepmom was alive. So tomorrow we will go live, and we're going to go over some more of the missing kids that we have. Oops, wrong one. We have so many of them that are in Cleveland. Or tomorrow we might, before we go back to doing the Cleveland missing kids, I think tomorrow morning we're going to go over the serial killer for the women. I'm going to put up poll later. I'll put up a poll later, and you guys can let me know if you want me to go more into the missing kids. or if you want me to do the UK female serial killer. I have her article. This is the one that's been from the UK for a while that we've been postponing due to the other stuff that has popped up in my platform on my board. And so I thought, you know, the missing kids, I mean, this is an old case, and this lady is in prison. These kids are still out here and have no attention on them still. So, I hope you guys all like and subscribe. Please share me out. Subscribe. I do have an Amazon wish list. I do really would like to get the pink rose gold laptop. It does have a web camera and stuff, and I think it would be able to work with one of the rose gold mics I had put on there. And a shout out to Miss Maria G for the skateboard for the bearded dragon. My hubby to see if she gets. Case is really interesting, so that's why I was like, ooh, let's get into it and do it. I really thought a lot of people didn't really know about it, or if it was, you know, it was a huge thing, because like I said, most of the girls were automatically deemed as runaways, and that's not fair. Like, I think the FBI and the police really did fail those women by not looking into making sure that they weren't runaways, because these kids were not runaways. They were missing, abducted girls. And yeah, they all might have had something. One was going through a court case. So that's why the FBI and police automatically assumed, oh, well, this is a court dispute. Pretty much she's just a runaway because she knew she was going to lose custody of her kid. And that's not good, and I'm glad that you liked it. You know, it's just bullshit. So, I just think they should have did a little bit better at, you know, handling with their business. So, I hope everybody has a blessed day. I do believe Dolly Vision is going live. I guess Queen Bee is up to no good. Ooh boy, better not say that name too much, because then they'll be attacking me. But I do believe Dolly Vision is going live. So be all go over there, check him out. Maybe wants to pin it out like he's misunderstood. How could we misunderstand you, buddy? What you did was horrible. You decided you was going to, it makes me mad. Because he did that. Well, I didn't see. Oh boy. So, alright. Have a lovely day. Stay clear of Queen Bee. She needs a warning over there. Yeah, I don't want to. I just heard they're all mean and nasty. It's like, you know, we're supposed to get along. We're supposed to be doing cases, and, you know, it's just. That's horrible. I was looking for his other channel. I can't find it, but okay. Alright, y'all. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Uh-oh. We didn't stop. Oh, boy. Love you, too.